Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all doing good. In today's video I thought we'd just have some fun doing some friends list fights and seeing what kind of teams people have come up with and whatnot, whether it's normal arena rules or the talent tree rules or the seasonal rules. We'll still see if we can find some counters and whatnot. And we're also going to try and limit the use of any kind of celestial hypogean units that I'm using because, well, every time I use any of them, I'm being told that it's a 1% team and no one else can run this and blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys all tell me Puzzle's so much better at doing this stuff, and this is nothing to do with Puzzle. He does great content, but yeah, I don't know. For some reason, you all like to bring him up, and he uses plenty of hypogean celestial units. So I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but anyway. We're going to limit our use of them today, and we're fighting against a Twins, Bonnie, Shamira, Thorin, Ludovic team, so it's a pretty strong team, especially with Twins on there. They can really keep the Shamira going, so we'll see what happens. Now, one of the inconveniences of fighting against this team is the Bonnie putting damage, the aging debuff onto the rearmost hero, but we can counter that by using Sylvina, and she's going to be able to stun the Bonnie before she can even do her aging debuff to my Shamira. And then we've got Thorin in here to protect Shamira a little bit more, plus we've got Callan and Ludovic for healing and protection. So let's see if we can pull out a win here. We're going to use the Elder Bow spell for our artifact. We can experiment with some other ones, but let's just see if we can't beat this team with what we got here. So, all right, we stun the Bonnie. Our Shamira is doing what she's doing. She's got some shields up. That's really nice. There's her mythic skill, and it's basically a race to get the Shamira actives off. So, all right, we got our Shamira active off. That's really good. Can we get the kills before their Shamira does what she does? It always comes down to a Shamira race pretty much, and it looks like ours was doing okay at least. Did we kill their Shamira? No, we didn't. Their Shamira is still out there. We got another Shamira active, but are we gonna be able to survive? And oh my gosh, we didn't. Their Shamira held on, and that's the Twins. That's what happens with the Twins. So let's try one more attempt here. I know we can get the win with this team. Also, they're out Paragon my team by quite a bit here, so I'm trying to deal with the Paragon difference here. I think this is like a full P4 team, if I'm not mistaken. We'll check after this attempt, but then I'll show you guys a team that can beat this no problem but they use a hypogean celestial unit. So just give me a sec here. We'll finish this fight and let's see what happens. All right, so our Shamira gets her active, their Shamira is getting theirs, and it's gonna come down to a race of whether or not their Ludovic can heal through the damage, and whether mine can too. So yeah, let's see. Oh gosh. All right, their Thorns. Okay, we killed their Shamira. We got the win this time. So yeah, if you're up against one of these types of teams that has the Twins and the Graveborns and the Shamira Bonnie stuff, you can use something like this to try and beat it. And let's check out the Paragons. All right, so yeah, this is a full P4 team. I have 2 P4s, a P2, a P2, and a P3. So it's not like a massive disadvantage, but it's enough that it becomes a little bit of a problem. So let's pull up this fight again, and we'll change the team around to where we're using a celestial hypogean unit, and then we'll check out some other teams people are running. All right, so here's a Kulu team that we can use to beat this one, and I really like Kulu. She's a really good hypogean hero, and yeah, so we're kind of using the same principle as the last team. We're using Sylvina to stun the Bonnie, and that way the aging debuff doesn't just destroy my Kulu right away. We have our own Bonnie to put the aging debuff on them. And we're also using Lily May to hopefully block the Shamira active if she gets it off, because that can always be very detrimental to us. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hit battle and watch this Kulu damage when it comes out. So it's pretty good. And my Kulu's only P1, so keep that in mind too. But we get the stun on the Bonnie, our or Lily May blocked the twins active, so it is what it is. Sylvina got an active off, and here comes the Kulu active, and we basically just take out the rest of the team. The Thorin comes back to life, but he's not going to be able to beat us. So yeah, and again, we are at a Paragon disadvantage here. Not as big as the other one, but yeah. So if you have Kulu, you can easily beat this team 100% of the time with this one. So yeah. All right, let's check out some other teams here. I think Swampy's running something pretty crazy, but I don't know that you're going to be able to counter this team with a free-to-play team that doesn't use any hypogean celestial units. So yeah, this one, okay, yeah, they're using the Igor, Thalia, Talene, Kulu, Thorin team, so it's going to be tough to take this team out with a non-hypogean celestial unit team yourself. But we can try. Let me think here. Give me a sec, I'll set a team up, I'll be right back. Alright, so I was going to fight Swampy Tuff's team, but fighting an Igor, Thalia, Talene team without using any hypogean celestial units is next to impossible. I mean, maybe we could figure out a team, but I probably don't have the units needed to at the proper level to actually counter it. So yeah, we're probably at too big of a Paragon disadvantage. But anyway, this Nanamin guy here, or girl, I don't know who they are, but they have a pretty solid team here. They're actually using an Athalia team with Siren, Callan, Ludovic, and Lily May. So the way we're going to try and counter this is not use Citrana. We're going to put Bonnie in here, and we'll put her like that. So we have Sylvina here to target the Athalia, because that's going to keep her stunned for 5 seconds, which is going to delay her Vengeance Charge skill, which is one of the big things that gets a lot of kills early on in a fight, and it just helps delay her and kind of minimize what she can do. And you can also sometimes get a kill on her with Sylvina, depending on how big of a disadvantage you are with your Paragon levels and everything. And then we have Lily May to block the Siren active, and we have Callan in here to protect us from any kind of bad Athalia actives here at the start or whatever, but we shouldn't really have to deal with them anyway. And then we have Tassie and Bonnie. So Tassie's in here to, you know, do what Tassie does. She's just a solid hero when it comes to trying to counter hypogean celestial teams and things like that. So just go ahead and hit battle, and let's see if we pull out the win here. So we get the stun on the Athalia. As you can see, she takes some decent damage. She stays stunned for a while, and then she ends up doing her Vengeance Charge when she comes out. Callan does his roar. We have lost a lot of heroes, but we got the Bonnie dot going, and Tassie's hopefully going to get to an active. There, she's getting some extra revives because of the Bonnie dot, and now we're going to get to her active and finish this Callan off, and that gets us the win. So yeah, it's all about putting the Bonnie dot on the enemy team and having Tassie help spread it, along with your confining spell spreading the dot too. And every time you get a kill, that gives Tassie another chance to revive. So yeah, you can get some definite wins there. And we can take a look. Yeah, this is a full P4 team. Now I'm almost full P4. I'm full P4 with a P3, so really not much of a Paragon disadvantage here. And yeah, this is a pretty solid team to counter this type of an Thalia team. So yeah, you can try that if you want to. Let's see what other teams we can find on my friends list. And yeah, let me scroll through here and find some other teams to fight. Alright, so the last fight that we're going to do today is going to be against this Vermouth guy, or girl. So let's see how this, or what this team's like. And I'm going to break my rule, I guess, kind of, and we're going to use Talene on this team. So we're going to use the Aaron Olmus combination because there's no Lily May on here. And we're going to then use Bonnie and Tassie with Talene, because that's going to help spread the Bonnie dot. And one of the reasons this is so strong is because, well, Aaron's going to be able to pull all these guys in, and he's actually going to be able to pull them away from the Ludovic Everbloom field that this Ludo is going to drop. And that's going to allow my Bonnie to do more damage to them. And then Talene's going to drop her Flame Pyre on them, which is going to provide a second stack of aging debuff to the enemy team, and it's going to go through their HP pretty quickly, providing our Tassie with extra revives, and yeah, just doing everything it needs to do. So and the reason I decided to put Taylene on this team is because I feel like a lot of people pulled for her when she was first released. So unless you're like a new player or relatively new, you might not have her, but I know a lot of free-to-play people pulled for her and whatnot. So let's go ahead and hit battle, see if we can't win this one. And yeah, I don't know if this is like 100% win rate or anything like that, but it's definitely this is a solid way to run a Bonnie team. As you can see, we already killed, I think, their Bonnie, and yeah, we're just gonna kind of get through these heroes, hopefully spread the dot some more and get the kills that we need. So let's see how this goes here. Alright, there's a Bonnie active. That's going to give us some decent damage. We killed their Taylene once already. We just need to kill this Freyesto and then finish off that Tassie. Okay, here's our own Taylene active. That's pretty cool. She ended up dying now. And these Frestos are close to dying. Alright, there's a Tassie active. That's nice for us. Let's see here. Come on. Let's just finish off these guys. We still have our Olmus in here, which is another, he's kind of like another, he's not a revive hero, but he has like a second chance or whatever. And yeah, there we go. We finish off the Tassie and we get the win. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope these teams are free to play friendly for you guys. So if you ran into any of the teams that I just showed you here that I was fighting against, then maybe you can run something similar to my team. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll keep trying to do more free to play low spender friendly teams and things like that for you guys, because it seems that a lot of you guys really don't like when I run celestial units and things. But anyway, I guess that's going to be it for today's video. Remember, I do have a loot bar link in the description below. Also my Discord links down there. And yeah, if you can, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I really like brownness, yeah. It's yummy.